Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on March 10th. Let's take a look at our charts here. In the indexes, we saw another big down day with the Nasdaq and the S&P both being down between 3 and 4% today. The Nasdaq was beat down the most, being down a little over 4% at the lows. There's a late day rally, real small rally, but came in right before the close to push us off the lows. Really nothing super notable. Each of these markets continue to give up ground, and a lot of the underlying components have a pretty rough picture. So stay defensive. Recommend holding large amounts of cash here as we slice through the 200-day average, and this market continues to stay volatile and not be the prettiest picture here at the moment. So we want to see some of those underlying names clean up their charts, and it's going to take a minute to turn the ship around. So expect more downside, more volatility here as this market sorts itself out. Crude oil market saw another down day today. We opened up on Sunday night, had a brief attempt higher, but we opened today below 67, our bear pivot for the day, and just drove lower. With today's action staying inside our prior week's range, as long as we remain below 67, that bear pivot for the week, we expect this thing to keep grinding lower. We are near overextended territory, but the market doesn't always care about how extended it is when it's facing lots of pressure. So as long as we remain below 67, expect the shorts and the bears to stay in control here. Next up are the April live cattle. Today we saw a nice little pause day hanging out up here at last week's highs. There's a brief attempt to 201.65, which was the high of the day here on the April contract, which from Tuesday's low last week to today's high, we've climbed a little over 12 bucks in a very short period of time. This is pretty normal to see price pause up here. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a dip into this Friday's trading range, as there's definitely a lot of buyers in here, and wouldn't be surprised to see it pick up a few more buyers before continuing out and getting back above that $2 mark and grinding back towards all-time highs. As we go down the line, we see that we're closer to the all-time highs as we go, with December putting in a new all-time high today, up there at $1.9750. Next up is the feeder cattle. Feeder cattle also balanced out inside Friday's range with a nice dip and closed back near the highs. Wouldn't be surprised to see the feeders push out of today's range and keep grinding higher tomorrow. Similar story. The further back we go into these feeders, the stronger this market looks, with May, August, and on already being at new all-time highs. So definitely see lots of strength in this market going out into the end of the year, and look for it to keep moving that direction. Next up is corn. Corn had a nice quiet day with an 8-point range, kind of just chopping back and forth between our pivots for the week, hanging out around 470 here. Prices just getting close to this 50-day average up here at 480. Wouldn't be surprised to see price continue to balance out in this area as we are pulling back to our averages, and look for the bears to step back in and drive this thing lower. This rally should be seen as a selling opportunity, and bears will get short and continue pushing this thing back down towards $4.50. That's all we got for today. Stay defensive out there this week, and y'all have a good night.